What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and today I want to talk about the Sims 4 Infant Update and Growing Together live stream. I want to discuss and just get your feedback also on how you guys feel about that live stream and just about the pack itself. There were a lot of key features, a lot of gameplay shown for the base update and for the pack coming out. It looks very promising. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's not even like it's kind of skeptical or like they like there's so much just deep gameplay with just the social interactions alone, which obviously a lot of people want, including myself. So it does look very promising, but of course until we get our hands on it, we're not going to know if it's, you know, like a good pack. So with that being said, I do want to discuss it with you guys, and let me know in the comments down below, how do you guys feel about this pack after watching the live stream, or just in general, like, you know, with everything that they've shown us so far. Are you feeling confident like this pack is going to be like the one for the history books? Do you think this is going to surpass Sims 2 Generations? I'll leave my opinions and thoughts at the end of this video, but yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this pack. So yeah, with this new update, we are getting infants. They're going to be very customizable because of their hairstyles and their clothing and the accessories. I was on the fence about this just because I thought they were going to be limited, but clearly they're not. They put in the work to make them feel like they've been in the game since, like, you know, since the game's been out. So I feel happy knowing that they actually took the time to work on the infants to make them like feel like they're already in the game. So yeah, props to the Sims team for that. We are getting new infant items. We're getting a new bassinet, new infant objects, and we're getting 3 new toys that come with audio, which is pretty cool. So you're gonna hear them playing with the toy. There are some new lamps, new play pens, which is really cool because you can kind of limit where your infant plays. I'm assuming the play plans also work for toddlers too. I don't remember if they said that or not. I think they did. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of information going on, but I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, maybe toddlers can play with the play pens. There is also a baby proof lock option for any of the doors, which is pretty cool. So you can obviously, you know, limit to where they play and like how much access they have to the outside world, or you can have it indoors. It's all up to you. There's new cribs in different variations. That was really cool to see. There were so many cribs in the live stream. Like, I was blown back by all the different cribs that they had. And you can convert beds into cribs too, so you can still keep the aesthetic but have it in crib form, which was really cool. So again, it just gives us more customization with the cribs for our infants and toddlers. There's also travel cribs, which is nice. So let's say you go to like a park or the library or whatever, you can bring that crib with them and they can still use that as like if it was at home and they were sleeping or whatever. So yeah. And then there's a new interaction called Science Baby, which was really weird when I first heard it. I was like, what the heck is a Science Baby? But it's pretty cool. You can basically have a kid with another sim, but it's like you don't have to actually go through the whole, like, you know how like natural it is to like woo and stuff like that. You don't have to do all that. If you have like a same-sex gender sim, you can do that with them. You can just say, hey, let's have a science baby, and then the baby will take both the genetics and then poof, like there's the baby, which is pretty cool if you're trying to tell that, like, that storytelling of like a sim who or 2 sims who, you know, are the same sex and they can't have kids, or a sim who just genetically can't have kids because for whatever reason. You can play that story. You can do it by phone or by interaction, and they don't have to be in a romantic relationship at all. They can just be like good friends, and then you can do that. So yeah, that was a really cool thing that they added. Yeah, super dope. And I believe that is with base game. That is just like base game stuff. So that is pretty interesting. The newborns also get updated too. So the newborns have different skin tones. Their appearance has changed, and their eye color to basically fit the description of their biological parents, which I thought was really cool, just because infants do kind of look like, not infants, babies look kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. There's like maybe like 2 or 3 different skin tones, but now they've added more to obviously show off their genetics from their parents. So yeah, all claps all around. Like, I really like that they, you know, didn't forget about babies. They actually said, you know what, if we're gonna update everything else, babies should get some love too. So yeah, pretty cool. Also, the babies will respond to weather if you do have the seasons pack. They'll, you know, kind of be like, hey, I need to get out of here, I don't like this weather, which is nice. So yeah, again, just showing that cross pack gameplay, which I really like, you know, because we spend a lot of money on these packs, so I want my pack to be cross compatible with any features, old or new, in the Sims game, you know. So I'm glad to see that even babies are somehow getting updated with like stuff like seasons and other packs. So it's good to see that they're not forgetting like those older packs. There is also some new interactions where children can entertain the babies, so they added that too, which is also base game. So yeah, again, that just adds on to that deeper family gameplay that we've all been requesting. And also the age progression has changed. So I think by default how you play the Sims, I know babies are a lot shorter, and then infants and toddlers and kids and young adults, teenagers, they're all have a higher like lifespan. So that's pretty interesting, but again, like it makes sense just because, you know, everything, it just makes sense. I don't have to explain it, it just makes sense. Infants also have 6 traits that you can choose from. I didn't get all of them down, but I know there's some called wiggly, sunny, intense, and cautious. I think the intense one, I forgot which one it was, but I know if you have them in the playpen and they're like super intense, they might try to break the child lock and get out. So obviously if you're looking for that, you know, like crazy gameplay with like raising like 100 babies or whatever, yeah, this will definitely challenge you to, you know, be on your toes when you're taking care of these infants. And like I said before, they do come with new accessories, like glasses and helmets, so that's just adding, you know, more diversity with your infants and stuff like that. They do also have new skin options, and yeah, just more customizability. You know what I'm trying to say, just more of that, which is really good. So now moving on to the Sims 4 Growing Together pack. Okay, so we are getting new moles and freckles on our Sims, which is really good, because I mean, even right now I have moles and stuff on my body. They're very small, but they're there. So I'm glad to see that we can represent ourselves now better with this update for the pack, because like it just makes our Sims feel more realistic and we can just represent ourselves better. So yeah, that is a really good thing. Another thing that they went over, which was pretty cool to me, was the relationship family dynamics. You can have it where your Sim, let's say you have a brother and sister, they don't like each other, so they're distant. So that means if they're in the household, they live together, they're not going to really interact with each other just because you set them as distant. And if they're around each other, they get like an uncomfortable moodlet. So again, just deeper storytelling, just deeper gameplay. I really like that. Of course, you can have it change over time depending on how you play your game, but for the most part, it's like whatever you set your dynamics to, that's what it's going to be. So yeah, I thought that was just super interesting that they did that. Again, like I said, it just makes the whole family aspect of playing a life simulation game like this just better. It feels more realistic. It's more deeper than we've ever had in The Sims 4 ever. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, this is a pack where I feel like once you get it, or once you see it, you're not gonna want to go back to how The Sims used to be. I feel like this is a pack that you just need in the game. This is like a Seasons, not to say this is comparable to Seasons. I mean, it's a pack that you kind of just need in your Sims game, because without it, it feels just weird. Like you need this pack. Like if you're gonna get Sims 4, I think this is the first pack you should get, because this is just going to deepen the gameplay of base game and just make it 10 times better. Because I'm sorry, but when I watched that live stream, I was blown away by some of the stuff they were talking about and some of the stuff I saw. Like it was mind-blowing seeing all the interactions. But yeah, definitely the relationship dynamics is such a good thing. The likes and dislikes have been updated too with your Sims characteristics. So if one Sim likes, I don't know, playing the piano, and one Sim doesn't like playing the piano, they're not gonna really mesh together. They're gonna kind of have like, I don't know, they're not gonna vibe together at all. Versus someone who likes playing pranks and another Sim likes playing pranks, they'll have a like good chemistry. They'll have a good vibe with each other. And another feature coming is conversation topics, which I thought was really interesting. I did not see them doing this, but they did add it. For example, let's say your sim likes food but they hate watching TV, and another sim likes food but they don't like watching TV. If they talk about food, your sim will like that, they will like that, and then they'll be able to obviously gain relationship. Versus if the sim start talking about, hey, like, do you like TV? Because I hate TV, and he's like, no, bro, like, why would you bring up TV? I don't like watching TV, I don't like shows, whatever. Then they'll have like a negative interaction. They won't really mesh well together, which I thought was just super cool. I just love that. It just, like I said, I'm just gonna keep repeating it because it's facts. This is deeper gameplay. It makes The Sims 4 what it should have been from base game. This is what we need. This is like, bro, it's so detailed. Like, what? I'm getting amped. Like, when I saw that, I was like, there's no way. Like, nah, that was amazing. Another new feature is the kids are getting 4 new aspirations. I didn't get all of them down, but I know one of them is like a sleepover one. They didn't really go into detail what it is. I think they will on Twitter. I have to look that up. But yeah, that is pretty cool that we're getting new traits for this kids, because it's been a while since we've had any traits for kids. This is only with growing together, so that's the only thing about it. But hey, man, honestly, like I said, I'll hold my thoughts and opinions till the end, but I'm not gonna lie, this is one pack I might have to recommend getting. Like, I haven't played it, but from what I've seen from the live stream, it's looking pretty crazy in a good way. Let's see here. There is a new neighborhood. There are 3 different districts. I didn't get the names of them, but there is one where there's a rec center and a movie theater. And then there's like a library, typical stuff, and like food stalls, stuff like that. So that is all in there. I don't know how many lots there are. I think they said there was 12, but I honestly don't remember. But yeah, there's a new world. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the new world, it did kind of look like Willow Creek. I don't think the world, in my opinion, is that good looking. It just gives, like, it's not a bad world by any means. I just feel like it's a world we've seen before. It gave me like Brittleton Bay / Newcrest / Willow Creek vibes. Like, it felt all like it fused into one world. And there's so many, like, people have been saying on Twitter, like, there's so many different just like types of cultures that are represented in the world. Like, they can like what's it called, Mount Korobru. I forgot the world that came with Snowy Escape. That was a good way to kind of like, I don't know if that's supposed to be based off Korea or Japan or whatever, but that was a good way to kind of just stop the whole American type of neighborhoods and focus on different types of neighborhoods. So I feel like that's what they need to do. I feel like with this one, they kind of ran out of ideas and they just fused all 3 worlds together. It by no means looks like terrible, but it does give me like Willow Creek vibes for sure. I didn't really like the world, to be honest. It felt kind of generic, but it is what it is. I don't really care for it that much. I'm not really disappointed. It's just another world to me. I'm not to say it doesn't look nice. I like the bridge and everything, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where my thoughts are with that world. There are also like little stuff like children gaining faster relationship with other children, because kids, they like just become friends super fast. We've all been a kid once, or maybe you are a kid now, but yeah, like, you just gain that relationship faster versus a kid having a relationship with a teenager. Teenagers don't really take kids seriously, so the relationship isn't gonna go as fast. It can still happen, just not as fast as it would be if another kid was talking to another kid. So that was like super cool to hear that. And again, it's just super just dope. There's also suitcases in the game that is tied with temporary stay sims. Suitcases are like portable dressers, so if you go out in the world, let's say to the park or to the rec center, the movies, or the movies isn't a lot, it's a rabbit hole, but if you go out in the world that's not your house, it's like a portable dresser. You can change your outfit and do other stuff like that, which is really cool. I feel like it's just more convenient for that, to have that for your sims. Temporary stay sims, now that was super interesting. Now with temporary stay sims, they'll come over, they'll have like an interaction like, hey, can I come over? It's been a minute, like let's catch up, let me stay. And they'll actually stay for like a whole week in sim game time, which is really cool. And there's like different interactions depending on why the sim is staying there. On the live stream they talked about, let's say your sim is like your sim friend is having issues at home, then they'll come there. Or maybe it's like a sim that wants to catch up because it's been a long time since you guys have any interactions, then he'll kind of just be there, he or she will be there. Like there's different interactions. They didn't really go into detail, but I did see some of it on the live stream, which was pretty cool. And you can have it where you can have them like, hey, just relax, you don't really need to do anything when you're in my house. Or you can be like, hey, you can help out, help me take out the trash, clean dishes, make food, or take care of the toddlers or infants. So that was super cool to see, like just the level of just gameplay there. And you can also have it where if you use the calendar, you can have it so you set a schedule like, hey, my sister's gonna come here for the week, and then she'll come on that specific date that you set on the calendar, which was like just really cool. Like it's amazing. There's a lot of information, bro. Like I'm literally my brain cannot handle, it's going into overload. But yeah, just super cool stuff. Yeah, really dope stuff. There are quirks that you might discover for an infant or toddler just from them playing the game. A toddler or infant could have a quirk where they don't like being woken up, and they'll get like mad moodlet, and they'll have that like quirk. There's other ones where the toddler might not like a specific food. I think that's what they were talking about. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of information, but yeah. And there's about 18 for both for infant and toddler. And then there's milestones. So milestones was kind of confusing to me when they first announced it. I was kind of like, what the hell are milestones? Like, I mean, I know what they are, but how does it tie into gameplay? Because at first I was like, this sounds kind of bare bones, because if it's just kind of like, oh, your sim did that, your sim did this, like, don't get me wrong, that's cool, because once again, that gives me Sims 2 vibes. Like Sims 2 memory system was amazing, because every time they woohooed with a sim or got married or got into a fight, they lost a fight, or they got abducted by aliens, it would show as a memory, and it's either like a good or bad interaction. So I feel like milestones is kind of reminiscent of that we got in Sims 2 with the memories. So yeah, but what's cool is that they took it one step further. So milestones also have like items. So let's say a sim is born, they'll have like the baby prints on like the document or whatever, and you can hang up on the wall to kind of show that off. Let's say you got married, for example, there's like a wedding certificate that you can put on the wall to show that you guys got married. Or if you got your first tooth out, you can show that. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Like I like how they were able to not just, they made like the memories like basically 3D, and that's also ties into the keepsake stuff. That is like stuff you can put, let's say like for example the wedding certificate or the baby prints, you can put that inside that little box. It's kind of like a time capsule, and you can kind of reminisce about those stuff, or you can give it to a family member, so that you can like pass it down from generation to generation, which was really cool. So yeah, that's like all that kind of ties in together, and I think that's really cool, really wholesome. And like I said, it's just deeper gameplay. So yeah, this is really cool. And then they've brought back Midlife Crisis. So a Midlife Crisis is basically when I guess the sim just feels like they are kind of like, you know what, I don't like how my life is going right now, I need to do this, I need to do that to like make myself feel better. So they'll kind of have like, it's like the aspirations where you have to do certain objectives, they'll kind of have that, but for Midlife Crisis it's like a separate category. And if they do all that stuff, will kind of get back to normal. I forgot what happens once they complete everything, but yeah, there are like Midlife Crises that they have. For example, one of them was take an outdoor nap, travel to 3 unique places. I said one of them and I just like list them all. Hunt for treasure and work on a steampunk flying. I don't know what the hell that, I think that is that the rocket ship, I don't know, but yeah. So that is Midlife Crisis. They kind of just have your sim doing stuff that they normally wouldn't do. I forgot I don't know if they mentioned what happens when you complete it, but I'm pretty sure something good happens when you go through all that. Obviously your sim will feel better once they do all that stuff. So yeah, Midlife Crisis is back, which is really cool. Again, adds deeper gameplay. All right, I need to chill out. There is a workplace rival. A workplace rival is basically someone that they don't get along with. Apparently that stops them from getting promotions because the workplace rival is like in the way. So when your sim goes to work, you have different interactions. You can befriend them. You can invite them over to your house to talk to them, or you can even quote unquote get rid of them, and then they won't be a problem anymore. Again, just deeper gameplay. Like I didn't even think to add that. I wouldn't think to think I wanted that in the Sims game, but they went and added that, which is a super dope. It just adds more realistic gameplay and just makes it 10 times better. So yeah, that was really cool to see that. The sim was beefing with Bella Goth, and apparently she was like getting in the way of his promotion, and he didn't like that. And yeah, I just thought that was really cool. Another new feature they added is the burnout system. Now this is interesting. If your sim is doing a skill for too long, they'll just basically feel burnout, and they're gonna want to do something else from what they're doing already. So if they're already doing that skill, they're like, you're making them go hard on their logic skill, and they're just like, yo, I need to take a break, I need to do something else. You'll experience that burnout, which is cool, because I feel like we all have been there where we just want our sim to kind of master that skill for work, or just because that's what they do. But now the game kind of limits us, like, hey, take a break, let them do something else or whatever. So I thought that was super interesting, but I'm here for it. I like it. It just adds more gameplay, and yeah, really cool. Kids have confidence now. They have low or medium confidence, and when they grow up, they can either have high confidence or low self-esteem, and that is a permanent trait that they'll have when they go to be teenagers, and so on. So depending on what you do will impact them later on with their confidence, which is really cool. Again, that's something where I didn't even think they would add something like that in the game. But hey, I honestly, this pack is full of surprises, and the crazy thing is the live stream didn't even show off everything they have. So yeah, just really cool stuff. It's also a treehouse. It's kind of self-explanatory. You can build a treehouse, and it's very just customizable because you can put a lot of objects on there. You can put like a telescope, a toy box, a artwork station, or painting station, the things that the kids used to play on. And your adult sims are, I'm pretty sure like teenagers and above can woohoo in the treehouse, which they brought back from Sims 3, because I'm pretty sure in Sims 3 they could woohoo in the treehouse. So yeah, that's just really cool. I really love that. I think the treehouse is better in the Sims 4 than it was in the Sims 3, just because I think the treehouse was a rabbit hole. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could play like outside of it and then go inside, but I feel like it was a rabbit hole. This is like an actual, like, you can play at the treehouse, and you can decorate it with different decorations. So yeah, I just thought that was super interesting. Moving on, there's exchange friendship bracelet. So you can exchange a friendship bracelet with the sim in your household or another sim from a different household, and you get like a moodlet, and they'll have it in their inventory. Apparently it does wear off over time. It'll like just wither away, but before then you'll get like a really big moodlet that you traded like friendship bracelets. So again, just cool little features here and there. And then there's puzzles. You can just create a puzzle. There's different ones like sci-fi and other stuff like that. You can also do a puzzle from reference, so you can take a picture of something like in sim game, and then you can create the puzzle. Your kid sims or whoever who's like, I guess, mischievous can like steal the puzzle piece, and then like the puzzle will be kind of unfinished, and then you can like hang it on the wall. So again, just like some more stuff to do for like the family and stuff like that, or just more sims have more games to play, which is really good, which is nice. And then there is the change traits. So as you're playing the game, let's say your sim is I don't know, like they're super like messy, they're a slob, but you have them cleaning all the time in game. The game will kind of ask you like, hey, do you want to like change your trait, because we see that your sim is cleaning a lot. Do you want to change it to like him being like a neat sim, and he's not going to be slob anymore? They'll like swap out those traits, which is pretty cool. So the game kind of goes off of how you play the sim. If you're not playing the sim how you kind of created them, then the game will get, I guess, just adjust to how you play them, which again is super cool. I didn't even think to add that in there, but yeah, that's there. And that is it. That is kind of the features most of the features I've gathered from the live stream. There's still like 1-2 stuff they haven't shown, but for the most part, that's pretty much what I gathered from the live stream. Yeah, so my thoughts and opinions, honestly, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, and I want to have low expectations, but I'm gonna be honest, this is looking very promising. This pack is what Sims players have been asking for, what Sim players need. This game, to me, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, watching the live stream and seeing this pack, it kind of made me be like, there's no way I can play The Sims and not have this pack. Like, even if I don't play The Sims for the next like 2-3 years, I need to have this pack in my game because I cannot play without it. Like, I wouldn't want to play Sims without this pack. I don't even care if it's like, you know what, like, not even like it's not that good. Like, it's good enough to the point where you just need it in your game. But yeah, no, personally, I feel like this is promising. This is really good. It's really good. I can't be mad at this. Like, there's nothing I can really say. There's a few stuff though. I mean, I don't have anything at the top of my head right now, but one thing I will say is funerals. I feel like that was a missed opportunity for sure. They could have added funerals to the game, but they didn't do that. So that was kind of interesting. Like, I don't know why they didn't add funerals to the game. Like, that was such a missed opportunity. It's like, you know, growing together and everything, you know, like part of life is when a family member or someone in your life dies, and you know, you go to a funeral to pay your respects. So I was kind of you know, confused that they didn't add that. I forgot to mention they add a new party interaction, so sleepovers and family reunions. I feel like family reunions are kind of maybe like a waste because we already have stuff like dinner parties and you know, like house parties. But I mean, we didn't really see how the events work. Oh, there's also baby showers, but everyone already knew that. But yeah, there's also baby showers. So yeah, definitely want to see that. But yeah, I wish they added funerals. It's such a missed opportunity, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I think this is a good pack. I think this is the right direction that The Sims needs to go in. I think they knew that if this pack did not do well, that The Sims would be at its lifespan. Like, this would have been the end of it. So I'm glad they actually took the time to put in the work. But obviously we need to get hands on so we can fully see how this is. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking good. This is like chef's kiss. Mwah. Like, this is looking really promising. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about this pack, how you feel about the live stream. Are you hyped? Do you feel like maybe this is kind of iffy, but you know, you're still gonna get it? Or you think this is it, like this is the pack, this is the one? I think this is pack of the year for sure, but like I said, we need to get hands on and see for ourselves. But without further ado, I'm gonna go. Have a nice day and stay simming and take care.